Hello YouTubers, this is Cessna Ace back again with another video, a video disc ads video pertaining to LaserDiscs, because when I got to the end of the previous video that I did, I still had a lot yet to show, and I've exacerbated the problem because over the past weekend I went out to the flea market and bought several more. Those have been integrated into the ones that I was showing you last time. Everything's in alphabetical order, so there are ads in the front and behind the ones I was already showing you, if that makes any sense. And of course I've been continuing to buy DVDs and Blu-rays, and I need to get to those. And back there I have boxes and boxes, including one that's like that big, of my NES game collection, which is getting quite large, and I have quite a few rare items. And I've been meaning to do a video on that, but I keep procrastinating as far as that's concerned. And I keep buying LaserDiscs. And you know what? I've started collecting something else now. So I'm going to have to do a video on collecting those once I get more than I have now. Yes, I'm nuts, but what can you do? Before I get started, I want to touch briefly on the LaserDisc database, because I submitted over 30 titles that were previously unknown by the LaserDisc database, and that is becoming what I would think to be increasingly more and more difficult, because there are so many titles in there now, worldwide releases, that you would think, well, how could I be finding more? And I found over 30 in one go. But looking at the most recent ads, the 100 most recent ads, there are a lot of LaserDisc releases, HD DVD releases, digital VHS releases, and VHD releases. And I would have thought, since VHD died around '86, that every known release known to man would have, and woman, would have been in the database by now, but that's not true. In fact, there's a whole page of them, and in fact I still have VHD submissions waiting to be approved by the administrator. But Julian is a busy guy. In addition to upgrading this site, which he's in the middle of doing, he's also, he recently, I think he's back now, he had gone, can't remember which country it was, but then he had gone to France, because that's his home country, for the holidays, and he's back now wherever that is. I can never keep track of him. He's fluent in French and English and Japanese and Mandarin and Cantonese, and I can't remember what all he can read passably or speak passably. But it's like, the guy is amazing. Okay, I also want to touch on some that I found in the 100 most recent ads recently. They're not there any longer because more titles have come in, and so these aren't the most recent ads, but they caught my attention. So it's a good thing I've been checking. I immediately added them to my wish list. Yes, you can construct a wish list. It's very easy to do. The minimum grade of the copy that you're willing to buy and the maximum amount you're willing to pay. You stick that in there. And so 2 titles were added that I immediately had to add to my wish list. Now, I can't believe that this is ranked 13,743rd most common in people's collections, but then it was recently added to the LaserDisc database, so there you go, and is ranked 4,189th as far as people's wish lists are concerned. There's only 1 copy available for sale, and it's in ratty condition, and the seller wants $125 for it, and I don't think so. But I want a copy of this. I want a copy of this. Suzy Quattro in Japan, 1975. It was released in Japan on May 24th, 1991. Manufactured and published by Toshiba EMI. I have several LaserDiscs manufactured by them because I have a lot of LaserDiscs that were made in Japan for the Japanese market, as well as the American market and the Hong Kong market. Most of the information is filled in here. Now the thing is, it's a CLV disc, single-sided, but it only runs 30 minutes. The only thing, the only bit of information they don't have in here yet is the language and the subtitles, what language that is. It's not known currently, or whoever does know it hasn't put it in there. The track list is I May Be Too Young, Cat's Eyes, Your Mama Won't Like Me, Jailhouse Rock, Glycerine, Can the Can, Devilgate Drive, and that's it. Now, if I go up here to my account, scroll down to wish list, and then list by title, I have 4 titles in my wish list. I bought a Vampire Motorcycle, which was released in 1990, not the LaserDisc, but the film. Robot Carnival from 1987, and the Suzy Quattro one I mentioned, and this one. Click on it. It is a Taiwanese karaoke disc. Top Hit 71 to 90, Volume 4, the best song of ABBA. When I saw that, I freaked out and added it to my wish list. Nobody has a copy for sale. As far as people's collections are concerned, this is ranked 27,472nd most common. Wish list 7,834th most common. But it was recently added to the LaserDisc database within the last couple of weeks. So, you know, here you go. Manufactured by Pioneer Japan. Runs 96 minutes, double-sided. And the manufacturer of this disc, or the publisher rather, was not listed in the pull down, so the person who added it to the database had to include an update. Publisher is listed as Esion Company. Analog tracks contain complete versions of the song with guide vocals for practice. Digital tracks contain only background vocals and music. English lyrics appear at the bottom of the screen for karaoke sing-along. These include numerous errors in translation. That type of audio setup is commonly referred to as multiplex. The songs are Chiquitita, Knowing Me, Knowing You, Take a Chance on Me, Mamma Mia, Thank You for the Music, Angel Eyes. Angel Eyes is an underrated song, but I've heard numerous covers by various performers of that, so it's popular with musicians or singers anyway. The Winner Takes It All, Honey, Honey, Does Your Mother Know? Like that one too. The Day Before You Came, that's a strange one to have on there. It's a very late release for ABBA, and it has kind of stream of consciousness to it. It's all one thought, and it's not constructed the way a typical song would be constructed lyric-wise. It's hard to explain, but if you're familiar with the song, then you know what I'm talking about. The Day Before You Came. I have it on a DVD somewhere. Waterloo, Under Attack. That one was another late release. It was not released as a single here in the US, but I rectified that by buying an import. It was manufactured, I believe, in Germany, but I bought it from a company either in Denmark or the Netherlands. I don't remember. Okay, Under Attack. Dancing Queen, Hasta Mañana. That one has been covered quite a lot. Debbie Boone had a huge #1 in this country with a song called You Light Up My Life, which was #1 on the top 40 for like 8 weeks straight. And the B-side, she's singing a cover of Hasta Mañana. So in a way, ABBA hit #1 and was #1 for 8 weeks with Hasta Mañana, although it's a cover and on side B. Okay, Super Trooper, Fernando, I Have a Dream. I love that song, and Frida does an amazing job with it. If you've never heard that song. Just listen to it. You can tell that she's had operatic training because she can really do that song well. Okay, I have a dream. Ring, ring, gimme, 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 lay all your love on me. Another song I really love and was in the movie Mamma Mia, the movie. And they did a really nice job with it. Of course, Benny Andersson and Bjorn Ulvaeus, or Ulvaeus, or however you pronounce his name, I'm never quite sure. They wrote all the songs that ABBA performed except one, which is Foxgog, the blonde. She originally composed and wrote the lyrics for that one. But Bjorn translated the lyrics into English when it was recorded for an ABBA album. For the Ring Ring album, I think it was. But anyway, she is an accomplished composer and lyricist. In fact, I have 6 of her Swedish language solo albums, and the first one has a lot of songs that she composed and wrote the lyrics for, and subsequent albums she wrote quite a bit. So she's an accomplished composer in her own right. But anyway, Benny and Bjorn have retained tight control over their songs. So when they were doing Mamma Mia the musical for stage and then later for film, they were executive producers and they handled the arrangements and everything to make sure it maintained the same feel and everything. Okay, lay all your love on me. I love that. Money, money, money. One of Us. Another late release. SOS, which is a record-holding song in the U.S. It's held a record in the Guinness Book of World Records in the U.S. for over 30 years. It is the only song to hit the Billboard Top 30, or Top 40, whichever one, doesn't matter, where both the group's name and the song's name are palindromes, that is, spelled the same forwards as they are backwards. And that song is SOS, 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 ABBA, A-B-B-A, A-B-B-A. You'd think that would be a simple record to break, but no one has. And that song also made it onto the adult contemporary chart. In fact, I think it hit #1. Well, America has a lot of charts. And the name of the game. Okay. No one has a copy of that for sale. I really want that. Taiwanese release. Top Hit 71 to 90. Volume 4. The best song about it. There must be tens of thousands of karaoke titles that were released. In case you're wondering, I'll go home. Click home. There are currently 53,429 known releases in LaserDisc database for LaserDisc, 2005 for CED, 1,646 for VHD, 1,526 for HD DVD, and 132 for digital VHS. All of those being released in the US, all those digital VHS ones. Okay, I'm 13 minutes in, 13 and a half minutes in, and I haven't even shown a single LaserDisc. I've just been flapping my gums. This one is interesting, and it's sealed. I got it at the flea market. Everything I get at the flea market is generally $3 unless I say otherwise. Factory sealed, Bridge on the River Kwai. Now this is an early release, and according to the LaserDisc database, there are 2 releases that were released close together that have the same cover, but one was manufactured for Discovision Associates by Pioneer in Japan, and the other one wasn't. And this is the one that wasn't. I can tell because the first one was copyrighted 1981, the release, and this one has a copyright date on the back of 1983. Now, according to LaserDisc database, there are 2 different UPC numbers that are possible to have on this cover, Universal Product Codes. My copy has no UPC. I'm good at finding weird things like that. Okay, this is RCA Columbia Pictures Home Video Release VLD 2010. Okay, I had never heard of this movie before. Did I get it? Distant Thunder with John Lithgow and Ralph Macchio. I bought it because I'm a sucker for any movie with trains or helicopters. I don't know how much of a role they play in the film, but this is Paramount Home Video release LV1855. Now, I called my wife and told her I was going to be recording a video, so she knows not to call, but others may not. Okay, now we're into the ones that I was in the process of showing you last time, and I have a lot behind them that I bought at the flea market that have nothing to do with karaoke. But this series, I hadn't started showing any of this series because I had them at the back, and alphabetically they fall in the front or ahead of the others. This is called Laser Karaoke Video Sing Along, Top 10 Country Hits, Volume 23. U.S. release, factory sealed. And generally, my rule of thumb is if it is a dead format and it's still sealed, it stays that way. All of the ones I bought in this lot were sealed. The only time I opened any was when I had 2 copies. Because I may be crazy, but not overly so. Multiplex audio. Song list included. Or enclosed. Okay, this is a slightly different series. Laser Karaoke Video Sing-Along Top 10 Standard Hits, Volume 10. Both this one and the one I showed you previously, published by Pioneer LDCA Karaoke. The LDCA is LaserDisc Corporation of America. Okay, this is PKST-10-010. Okay, now we're into the series that I had started showing you before. This is, well, the name of the series is Megastar Karaoke Sing-Along Volume, and then whatever. This is Volume 26. They confused it a little bit by saying Volume 26, Rhythm and Blues, number 26. There's Megastar, published by New Tech Entertainment. Catalog numbers are real easy on this series, so I'm only going to do the first one. This is Volume 26. The catalog number is LD1026. It has a song booklet included, but I'm not going to show you that because I think I showed you one in the previous video. This is another copy, sealed. Okay, I only had one copy of this one, but I opened it because my daughter, my eldest daughter, who is about to graduate high school, has had 4 years of Spanish. This is Volume 27, Spanish Hits. Okay, this is unsealed. This is Volume 28, Hit Songs. And the fact that it is unsealed and not in Spanish means that I have another copy that's sealed. Okay, an unsealed copy of Volume 29, Hit Songs. Volume 29, sealed. We're still into 1994 releases here. Volume 30, Country Hits. Sealed, so this is the only copy I have. Volume 31, sealed, Country Hits. Pioneer had a series that was like this in that they bounced around from genre to genre within the same series, but Pioneer got up to volume 700 and something. It's just that at the LaserDisc database, if you look up that series, there are a lot of holes. A lot of volumes have not been added yet. Volume 32, not sealed. That's songs. Because it's not sealed, I have a sealed copy. Volume 33, Hit Songs. Okay, Volume 36, Country Hits, sealed. No pretty women to look at on the back. We're into 1995 now. Sealed. Okay, Volume 37, sealed, Country Hits. I'll let you know if the pretty women return. Volume 39, sealed, Country Hits. And like I said, catalog numbering system, real simple, LD 1039. Okay, this is sealed. Volume 40 of Megastar Karaoke Sing-Along, Volume 40. Hit songs. Okay, the design changed a little bit with Volume 41, and they added chart-topping hit songs to the top on the cover. But it's the same series. In fact, this is Volume 41 and the catalog number LD 1041. So technically it is still Megastar, Sing-Along, Karaoke, Volume 41, Country Hits, but they jumble everything around to be confusing. They have Megastar chart-topping hit songs, Karaoke Sing-Along, Country Hits number 41, and that's how somebody had submitted it to the LaserDisc database, and that one is pending also. But this is the correct way it should be worded. Megastar, Sing-Along, Karaoke, Volume 41, Country Hits. Published by NewTek Entertainment of Singapore. But as I stated before, these were US releases. Could only imagine there are Singapore companions to go along with these. This is Volume 43, unsealed. which means I have another one that's sealed. Okay, this is volume 44, Country Hits. Maybe the back would be easier to read, I don't know. Okay, volume 45. We're still in 95 releases. This is Country Hits. Okay, volume 6. This is not sealed. Rock Hits. Volume 46. Sealed. Hold that there. Move those there. Move this here. These will hold a lot. This is volume 47, Country Hits, sealed. Volume 49, Rock Hits, sealed. My mind was playing tricks with me. I almost misread the last word in song 13. So what the? Okay. Volume 50, Hit Songs. Pretty Ladies have not returned. I guess they were skimping and not paying for a photographer. I don't know. And this is the final volume in this series I have. This is volume 52 from 1995, Country Hits. Okay, this is one that had shrink wrap on it, but the shrink wrap was really loose, and there's a corner that's bent, so I took the shrink wrap off because it was doing more damage than good. This is Michael Bolton, Soul and Passion. If I remember correctly, this was also released on LaserDisc in Japan. I don't know where the protective outer sleeve for that one went. Okay, this one is still in its original shrink wrap, but it is not sealed. Robert De Niro and Jeremy Irons. The Mission. From Warner Home Video. This is release 11639A/B. Generally, within my collection, I have found that the A/B denotes that it's been re-released. Originally released as 11639 and then released again as 11639 A/B. But I'm not saying that that is a far-fetched rule. I've just noticed it within my collection. I got this one because I thought my wife might like it. It is in the original shrink wrap. My Fair Lady. This is from CBS Fox Video. This is release 7038-80. I know if I were British, I would probably say naught instead of 0, but 99% of our family tree is British, actually. The other 1% is divided between German and Scottish and Irish. Okay, Nat King Cole. The incomparable Nat King Cole. People, if they don't know what they're doing and stuff comes in and they're just thumbing through stuff, could easily confuse this jacket for an LP jacket. And they are the same size, but it doesn't really shout out LaserDisc. Focus. Hocus pocus focus. That didn't work. This is Warner Reprise Video. Release 938266-6. Ooh, the number of the beast, 666. Okay, one more karaoke title. But this is interesting. This is really interesting. Instead of coming up with their own videos to go with the songs, they used original film clips or video clips, depending on the case, and the original music. So this is a really cool series, and it was released in Singapore. Nowhere does it say who the publisher was. It just says distributed worldwide by The Laser Shop, Singapore. Anyway, this is release LD-003. How imaginative. Analog tracks have music plus vocal, digital music only. Original footage, music video karaoke, volume 3. It's not sealed, but it still has its visual shrink wrap on it. Okay. This one is still factory sealed. Ragtime. This is a Dino De Laurentiis production. A Milos Forman film. James Cagney, Brad Dourif, Moses Gunn, Elizabeth McGovern. Donald O'Connor? Mandy Patinkin? Mary Steenburgen. Music by Randy Newman. Directed by Milos Forman. You have to get me another copy, or else I might weaken and open this one. From Paramount Home Video, release LV1486-2. Trying to get to the end, because I couldn't believe what I saw when I saw it. Okay, this one is still factory sealed, and it has its original sticker price on it of $34.98. I paid $3 for Rambo: First Blood Part 2, which I saw in the theater. From Thorn HBO. Thorn EMI HBO Video. Not to be confused with Thorn EMI Home Video. Okay, this is release number 3002. Okay, we already have this movie letterboxed on DVD with a ton of extras. We have at least one copy on VHS that's Pan and Scan. This originally retailed for $69.98. I got it for $3. It is in a gatefold jacket, but as it still has its original shrink wrap on it, I can't open it. The Sound of Music. I could take the discs out. I think they wanted you to know it was in widescreen. Now, Christopher Plummer likes to refer to this film as The Sound of Mucus. Don't know why. This is a beloved film. In fact, when Fox released it, at a time when they really needed a hit, it was in continuous run in first run theaters and then in second run theaters, but it was in continuous continuous run for 4 years, non-stop. This is release 1051-85, and of course Fox misread that and said, hey, the world wants another big budget musical. So they came out with Dr. Dolittle, and it bombed. Okay, this is a THX certified release of The Sound of Music, and they go to great pains to let you know it is Pan and Scan. Why they would pay to have it THX certified and Pan and Scan is beyond me, but it has its original price sticker on it of $59.99. Okay, I can't see you, so I can't tell whether that's in focus. Produced by Todd A.O. Produced in Todd A.O. Referring to Michael Todd, who told his engineers, I want Cinerama, but I don't want 3 projectors. I want it coming out of one. So they had to come up with a special lens and everything, and that process is known as Todd A.O. Cinerama, but with only 1 projector and not 3. Synchronized. Okay, this is Stevie Ray Vaughan and Double Trouble. It has a price on it of $10, and down here, a price on the shrink wrap of $29.95. From SMV Enterprises, Sony. That is the strangest looking barcode I've ever seen. It's not complete. This is Image Entertainment distributed, so it has their catalog numbering system on it. LD8191CB. Okay, last one, and I about had a heart attack when I saw this, and I asked him, is this one $3 or are you charging more for this one? And he said, no, it's $3. Now apparently there are two packaging variations on this one. This is Woodstock 94. One has Image Entertainment as the distributor and one doesn't. They have different catalog numbering. But this supposedly has, according to the fine folks at the LaserDisc database, the world's worst side break. I'm trying to see if I can see the song where the break occurred. Okay, I believe, if I remember correctly, that it was in the middle of the song by Salt and Pepper, but I might be misremembering. But the side break occurred right in the middle of the song, and it is stupid. This one was released by Polygram Video, number 800633367-1. Okay, I am through with the LaserDiscs as far as my backlog. I hope to go to the flea market this weekend though, and I still have all those DVDs and Blu-rays to show you, and all those NES games and everything else. Whoa, this video is long. Until next time, stay awesome. Recent ads, the 100 most recent ads. There are a lot of LaserDisc releases, HD DVD releases, digital VHS releases, and VHD releases. And I would have thought, since VHD died around '86, that every known release known to man would have, and woman would have been in the database by now. But that's not true. In fact, there's a whole page of them, and in fact I still have VHD submissions waiting to be approved by the administrator. But Julian is a busy guy. In addition to upgrading this site, which he's in the middle of doing, he recently, I think he's back now, he had gone, can't remember which country it was, but then he had gone to France, because that's his home country, for the holidays. And he's back now wherever that is. I can never keep track of him. He's fluent in French and English and Japanese and Mandarin and Cantonese, and I can't remember what all he can read passably or speak passably. But it's like, the guy is amazing. Okay. I also want to touch on some that I found in the 100 most recent ads recently. They're not there any longer because more titles have come in, and so these aren't the most recent ads, but they caught my attention. So it's a good thing I've been checking. I immediately added them to my wish list. Yes, you can construct a wish list. It's very easy to do. The minimum grade of the copy that you're willing to buy and the maximum amount you're willing to pay. You stick that in there. Hello YouTubers, this is Cessna Ace back again with another video, a VideoDisc ads video pertaining to LaserDiscs. because when I got to the end of the previous video that I did, I still had a lot yet to show, and I've exacerbated the problem because over the past weekend I went out to the flea market and bought several more. Those have been integrated into the ones that I was showing you last time. Everything's in alphabetical order, so there are ads in the front and behind the ones I was already showing you, if that makes any sense. And of course, I've been continuing to buy DVDs and Blu-rays, and I need to get to those. And back there, I have boxes and boxes, including one that's like that big, of my NES game collection, which is getting quite large, and I have quite a few rare items. And I've been meaning to do a video on that, but I keep procrastinating as far as that's concerned. And I keep buying LaserDiscs, and you know what? I've started collecting something else now. So I'm going to have to do a video on collecting those once I get more than I have now. Yes, I'm nuts, but what can you do? Before I get started, I want to touch briefly on the LaserDisc database, because I submitted over 30 titles that were previously unknown by the LaserDisc database, and that is becoming what I would think to be increasingly more and more difficult, because there are so many titles in there now, worldwide releases, that you would think, well, how could I be finding more? And I found over 30 in one go. But looking at the most, and so 2 titles were added that I immediately had to add to my wish list. Now, I can't believe that this is ranked 13,743rd most common in people's collections, but then it was recently added to the LaserDisc database, so there you go. And it is ranked 4,189th as far as people's wish lists are concerned. There's only 1 copy available for sale, and it's in ratty condition, and the seller wants $125 for it, and I don't think so. But I want a copy of this. I want a copy of this. Suzy Quattro in Japan, 1975. It was released in Japan on May 24th, 1991. Manufactured and published by Toshiba EMI. I have several